Hey guys, and we are going to show you how to take off this steering wheel airbag off a Fiesta St180. So the first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery and leave the battery disconnected for at least 10 minutes, and that makes sure there's no charge in the airbag. So a lot of guys have been struggling to take these airbags off an St180 as seen in Lee Lockwood's channel. And he was struggling to get this steering wheel airbag off. So we're going to show you a more simple way, because a lot of people seem to think that you go through the side of the steering wheel and you wreck the steering wheel. And I will show you that when I take the steering wheel off on where people go. But this is not how to take off the steering wheel airbag off an St180. Please do not go through where this little line is. We do not need to wreck the steering wheel and create a hole in it. I'm going to show you how not to do that. This is the way that I do it, so you don't have to do that. So the first thing we're going to do, this trim is broken by the way, but the procedure is still the same. So the first thing we're going to do is you get a T20, and there is a T20 screw just up here that we need to undo. So we're going to undo that. Once that is removed, we're just going to turn the steering wheel, and I'm just going to grab a light so you can see. And you can see the T20 there, so we're just going to undo that as well. Like I said, this trim is actually broken on this one, but the procedure is still the same, and I just wanted to do this video just to show you guys. So we've got to undo this one this side, and then also remove the other one the opposite side. With that side removed, we're just going to go to this side and now undo this one. With these screws removed, we're just going to get this trim and then pull that up like that, and that will pop away from that. So we're going to remove this out the way for now. And coming underneath the steering column here, you see this lever that would pull the steering wheel in and out. We just got to pull him out the way, and then we can pull down this trim, and then this will slide out, because as you can see it just slots through there. And then this shows all of the stuff behind the steering wheel. Now with the bottom panel removed and that top one out the way, we're just going to pull the steering wheel out towards us, and then we're going to just lock that steering column bit just in place so it doesn't keep moving. And then you just got to get your fingers just under here. We use the fingers because otherwise you're going to damage your steering wheel. You just prop that out, and that lifts this steering wheel airbag slightly up. You see that? Excuse the lighting, I will improve that in future videos. So once we've done that, so you don't actually have to remove this, but I'm going to remove that just because I've got to remove it anyway and it's easier out of the way. So you've just got to pop this end, pop that end, and this will come loose. And then you can just literally get this panel out the way. And now we can actually see behind the steering wheel. See, just in here, that's where we've got to put a screwdriver. I'm going to show you that now. So now we're going to get the screwdriver, and you see this screwdriver, it's actually just got a bent end just there. So if you've got a screwdriver slightly little lit upwards, that would be better, because you see this little area here, that's where we're going to go in. So you have to make sure the steering wheel's that side, and then you just got to get that steering wheel, get in there with a screwdriver, hold the steering wheel the other side by the airbag, pop him in there, and you hear that? That was one side released. Now we've got to turn the steering wheel round and see that on the other side. That's where we've got to go now. This one's a little bit more difficult, and you have to sort of wiggle it a bit more because now there's more pressure on this side. And you see that's just released the steering wheel airbag. So remove this screwdriver, turn the steering wheel. With the steering wheel airbag now loose both sides and the bottom, we just literally just got to wiggle it out from the top like that, and then you turn it over, and now that you can see this from this side, you just got to get together your fingers just here and here on this wire, and then pull it slowly out, and that is that cable there released. And we've also just got to pull this one off the spade connector, and that literally just wiggles out that way. And then, as you can see, just pull him out, there is another spade connector just there. Now it's probably best to get the screwdriver on that one because it's a little bit more fiddly, and with the help of the screwdriver just under there, you should be able to just, there we go, pull that spade connector away from, or pull that wire away from the spade connector, and that is one steering wheel airbag removed without damaging the steering wheel. And for those that have got to the end of the video, I've got the steering wheel off for you. So when the steering wheel's turned this way, this is where we go through, and the same with the other side. And you can see from the back of the steering wheel airbag, this is the spring you're pushing with the screwdriver. So when you're inside that part of the steering wheel, you've got the screwdriver, and this is the bit that you're pushing, hence why it pops out. Now, if you go through the side of the steering wheel, which is through here, which some people seem to do, and they wreck the steering wheel that way, you then obviously are prying it a bit more awkwardly through the side of the steering wheel like that. Now, you don't need to do that my way, because you're prying against the metal from the steering wheel, because you'll be prying against that, which is much better. So guys, if this video did help you remove this steering wheel airbag out of the ST180 steering wheel, please give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to the channel, because there'll be plenty more how-to guides. Once again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video. See you later.